There are many architectural icons in Brooklyn that have stood the test of time. One obvious example is the famed Brooklyn Bridge, completed in 1883, probably the prototypical symbol of Brooklyn to the rest of the country.
What a lovely view from heaven looks at you from the Brooklyn Bridge.
But there are other architectural marvels, one of which is Brooklyn's own Borough Hall, completed in 1849. This wonderful symbol of Brooklyn governance was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1980. Another iconoclastic building in Brooklyn Heights is the historic St. Anne's and the Holy Trinity Church, completed in 1848. Which brings us to an ageless, quintessential building at 166 Montague. This building is the historic Franklin Trust Building, completed in 1892 when trolleys ruled Montague Street. The People's Trust Company building, immediately across the street, has a sculptured triangular pediment that is filled with allegorical figures. The landmark Brooklyn Trust Building was built circa 1914 by York and Sawyer and was modeled on an Italian Renaissance theme. Both the interior and exterior are magnificent. The developer's aim of this $10 million project is to retain the distinctive character of this Romanesque style structure. The intention of this film is not to serve as a marketing vehicle for 166 Montague, but rather a celebration of a restoration of an iconoclastic building by a wonderful architect, George L. Morse. We are fortunate in Brooklyn Heights to have one other great building designed by this fantastic architect, that being the Temple Bar Building at 44 Court Street, the northwest corner of Joralemon. This building incorporates magnificent pilasters, Corinthian columns, beautiful wreathed circular openings, topped off with the two distinctive cupolas that grace the Brooklyn skyline from afar. Court Street is often referred to as Skyscraper Row, primarily due to this building along with other buildings like the Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce building, built in 1927 by A.F. Simberg. Sadly, though, in the early 1950s, circa 1954, we lost a magnificent George L. Morse building, the Brooklyn Daily Eagle building. There are a multitude of photos taken of this building, solely attributable to its beautiful design. This is why when a developer takes such special care to restore a one-of-a-kind building like 166 Montague, we should all take notice and appreciate that George L. Morse is still with us for many years to come. Many a great architect from the late 19th century have not been so fortunate.